Hi, it's Sandra here from Creating Spain. Just a quick video for a tip for you if you want to do a French manicure but lack the brush skills to do it. French manicures are traditionally fairly tricky unless you have very steady hands and unless you are very good at painting with your less dominant hand. So anything that makes this classic manicure easier is a good idea. Now you can in fact purchase nail plates that have the French manicure tip in them, but I don't have any, and I didn't particularly want to order any either. It's not something I do that often, I just want to do it occasionally. And I suddenly thought, I wonder if I can do a DIY version for this. And it turns out I can. What I did was I took some of this, which is just a piece of document folder, and I used my silver bullet to cut a design in it. Now do not fear, if you do not have an electronic cutting machine, I'm going to show you another easy option too. So I cut out a very basic shape. Now I will probably refine this shape at some point because it is, as you can see, pretty large even for my thumbnail, and I will probably make it so that I've got a different range of curves because that depends on which nail I'm using it on. But the general principle is going to be the same no matter what you're doing. So I had my top piece, I sprayed it with some adhesive, and I put it onto a backing piece. Now it happens to be temporary adhesive, so it'll come up. And then all you do is you use it as you would normally use a nail plate. So I've got some gel polish as it happens because I don't like the smell of the other stuff. And you put down a generous amount over part of it, and in exactly the same way as you would with your normal stamping plates, you press down and you scrape. And you can easily see from that that we have the nail tip. Now you do want to use a clear stamper and pick it up in your required way, and as you can see, there it is, ready to be transferred onto your nail tip. And to clean it up, just take some alcohol and you just clean that up again when you need to with some rubbing alcohol. Now if you're using normal polish, obviously the way that you stamp it is the way you'd stamp everything else with normal polish. You just have to be relatively quick about it because normal polish dries. Now in my particular case, I didn't put a base coat down. I put the white tips on first, then I did a base coat, and then I've done a top coat. I've no idea how long this will last. I'm testing it out to find out. Now, if you do not have a cutting machine, it is relatively simple. You can buy things like this. Now, I made these, but you can buy the tip things. I don't know what they call them. But you can buy French manicure tips. Now, if you take them off of the backing, which is what I've done here, you can use this as a stencil in exactly the same way. You won't be able to see it quite as easily here because it's white on white, but I will do it in exactly the same way. And scrape, I'm making sure it goes over that particular shape fairly well. Scrape it fairly firmly, and again pick up, and you can pick up the shape, and again stamp it on your nail. So there you go. I mean, if you're not in the habit of doing French tips very often, or if you just want to try it out and see whether it works, that is a way of doing it without spending money on getting some new plates. And obviously, if you're in a hurry to get it done, then you can do it relatively quickly. You won't have to wait for deliveries. That's it. Hope you enjoyed that little tip, and I'll see you again soon. Take care now. Bye bye.